And here we go, we are starting off fast down here at Black Point as we have the infamous U-Haul tow vehicle towing a boat that is probably twice its rated towing capacity. And I'm sure this one's going to end well. I mean, you never know with this. They probably will be fine, but I'll tell you what, the ramp is slick. You can tell right here it's been raining, and I definitely wouldn't want to be these guys. But welcome back, guys, to the greatest show on earth, and that is the Miami Boat Ramps channel. I'm your host, Broncos Guru, in collaboration with our boy Wavy Boats, and it's another Wavy Guru production back down at the ramp, and today we are visiting Black Point. Our crew's troubles are starting early. These guys didn't even get the boat in the water, but at least they realized this was an issue already, and they can't get the straps off this thing. They've been at it for a little while now, and all three of them have given it a shot, and they have not been able to budge this thing at all. At least they caught it before they backed down the ramp that they needed the strap off, but this is just not a fun way to start. These guys have literally been at this for over 5 minutes now. Somebody went and got a hammer, so we got some tools involved now, and hopefully we can break this one free. But man, this is a frustrating way to start your day when you're coming out on the water. Before you even get the boat launched, you have issues, and that's not a fun one at all. It can get frustrating really quickly. I'm actually surprised these guys haven't cut it yet. That would have been one of my options at this point. After messing with it for 5 minutes, I likely would have just cut them off. Did we get it? They've been banging in it with the hammer, and it looks like we got some movement. And our guys, it appears, they're going to be one step closer to getting out on the water. But that was a good 5-minute adventure to start the day. So we're about 12 minutes into this launch now, and our crew is finally at the point we're going to make our third attempt at backing this down the ramp. And it looks like we have an okay angle this time, but they're still drifting a little bit toward the dock, which is going to make it difficult to pull this boat off. But they got to be careful. This ramp is slick and wet, and this truck, there's no way it's rated to tow this. And as we can tell, we're backing into the dock again. They're trying to counter steer it back to get it corrected, but I think they're going to be too far off. They're probably going to have to pull this one back out one more time. And our guy's trying to yell to the driver something's going on. I don't know if we're close to the dock or what, but we're pulling back out again, it appears. And here we go. I mean, at least they hit the water this time, which is further than they've gotten in any of the other attempts so far. Oh no! They forgot the drain plug. Look at the water coming out of the transom. They forgot the drain plug. Oh man, these guys are having a rough time today. And it looks like somebody's noticed it. Yep. He's noticed they've forgotten it. Well, now we're going to have to wait a few more minutes, though. We're going to have to let this water drain back out of the hole and get the plug put in and start this one all over again. I mean, I'm glad they caught it now, though, because it could have been a lot worse if they had caught it later. Now, after a few minutes of letting the water drain, a few more minutes of them trying to find the drain plug, they finally got it in, and we do have this back down and in, but the trailer's at a funky angle again as well. They're struggling to get it off just because it's kind of turned into the dock. It looks like they've got the boat to break free. If they can just get it out past these guide poles now, they can finally start to get somewhere on this one. The generous staff down here at Black Point has kindly come over here and volunteered after seeing these guys struggle for about 20 minutes through various things to try and give them a little bit of a hand. Our guy's still trying to pull this thing out, but you can tell it's hitting the dock, so they're having to try and bounce it out. And we got some more staff members coming over now. We're going to get a little bit of everybody involved in this one to try and get these guys out on the water today. So he's tying it up. Are we going to try the Band-Aid method here? He's tied the boat up, so I'm assuming he's going to try and tell this guy to just pull the trailer out from underneath the boat. And we've got the staff in here helping out as well now, and they're just struggling to get this thing even over to the dock. And it looks like we've definitely broken free of the trailer. And here comes the truck. They're going to pull it out. But they're struggling to get this big boat back over to the dock now. We're going to get all the staff involved. And once again, everybody's going to help out. Good Samaritans always lending a hand. And we'll finally get this one pushed over. And our guys, after, I think we're probably about 30 minutes into this right now, finally are going to get out of the water, it looks like. The staff's still helping try to get it tied off. This boat's just wanting to pull away with the wind and current, but our guys, once again, it's taken 30 minutes to get to this point. Some days when you're out on the water, they're just signs that say it's not your day, you're not going boating, don't mess with it. And usually after you see one or two of them, you start thinking, maybe I should call this one a day. And our crew here, I believe, has gotten their final sign. These guys, it took them over 30 minutes to get this thing launched. They pulled off the dock, the engine stalled, and now they're having to get towed back in. And this would be my sign, at least. At this point in time, if I'm the captain of this vessel, all I'm thinking in my head's, I guess we're going to back the U-Haul back down and see what kind of fun we can have trying to get this thing out. Man, but that's just a rough one. After the battle they went through to get this boat launched, to have it end like this. So they pulled off the dock under power, and the boat just stalled. They were drifting around right here at Black Point for a few minutes trying to get it restarted, and they just couldn't. The thing would not restart. And this is where we wind up. But you want to talk about a bad day of boating? I mean, just from the recap of this, you start off with the struggle of getting the boat down the ramp. Can't get the straps off. We launch without a drain plug. We can struggle to get the boat over to the dock and off the trailer. And then once we do get off the dock, we struggle to get anywhere, and we wind up like this. I truly actually do feel bad for these guys. That's a frustrating way to do it, especially when boating's supposed to be fun, relaxing. You came out here thinking you were going to have a good time, and now you're going to go home just having an absolutely frustrating day and not getting that relaxation you were looking for at all. But this crew, I'm assuming, is going to have to pull this thing out of here, and they're going to wind up getting out of here. And speaking of getting out of here, we're going to get out of here as well. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Miami Boat Ramps. If you did, please check out our other content. We have our good friend Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at Haulover Inlet. My channel, Broncos Guru, we do some great comedy boating videos over there as well. And of course, we've got Boats vs. Haulover, where Man and Machine take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet, Miami, Florida. And if you haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.